the way home, I unexpectedly discovered that the girl I have a crush on was being intimate with another boy. I felt I had been betrayed and turned and ran away angrily as I was getting close to home. The dog next to me started barking non-stop at an inopportune time. I was annoyed by the noise and impatiently threw the toy ball. I stared in shock at the scene before me. This dog belonged to the girl's family. Although I didn't raise it, we had a good relationship and played together every day. The dog's owner also rushed out when he heard the commotion. He was the girl's father, Michel. The car owner quickly kept apologizing and explaining, but Michel saw the situation, said nothing, and turned back to his house. Just when we didn't know what to do, we saw a terrifying scene. Michel actually returned with a shotgun, looking menacing, but he aimed the muzzle at the dying dog. Then, like trash, he threw it onto the garbage heap and left without looking back. After returning home, I stared blankly at the toy ball. At this moment, I was filled with self-blame and also very angry at Michel's cold actions. The next morning, I left home alone. Losing the beloved dog and the girl I had a crush on at the same time pushed my grief and indignation to the extreme. I went to the little wooden house I built for the girl and started smashing things in a fit of rage. Amy, who was behind me, appeared at some point. He was the girl's younger brother, the dog owner's son, so I vented all my anger on him. Looking at Amy lying motionless on the ground, I was stunned once again. I quickly went forward to check, but his pulse had already stopped. At only 12 years old, I was so scared I turned and ran. However, halfway through my run, I suddenly stopped. If I just left him, Amy would definitely be discovered, and then I would have nowhere to run. So I endured the fear, returned to the scene, and with difficulty dragged the body to the edge of a rock crevice, then pushed it down without hesitation. After returning home, I finally breathed a sigh of relief, but then I discovered that the watch I was wearing was gone. I immediately realized it must have fallen into the rock crevice with Amy, but now I didn't dare go back. At this time, Amy's mother was asking around about her son's whereabouts, and as a friend, I was the first to be found. I could only pretend to be calm and lie to get by, then quickly ran to my room and hid the scuffed jacket under my bed. Because their son was missing, Amy's family chose to call the police. Soon, the police began investigating the surrounding residents. I was very calm at this time. I had already thought of a plan. I told the police that Amy was looking at the dog's place that day. He was very sad because his father fed his dog yesterday, killed it with one shot. The police took Michel to the station for questioning. A few days passed, and the police investigation still had no progress, so they decided to gather all the town's residents to conduct a grid search of the surrounding forest. I mixed in with some children. After a whole day of continuous pushing forward, they got closer and closer to the rock crevice where it happened. Seeing that what I did was about to be exposed, I became more and more panicked. Just then, the police stopped the villagers because it was getting dark. For safety, they decided to continue the search from here early tomorrow morning. Only then did I breathe a sigh of relief. At least I wouldn't be discovered today. But I knew that when they continued tomorrow, with the addition of police dogs, Amy would definitely be found. So, late at night, I secretly got out of bed, preparing to go to the scene to move him. But then I discovered that the jacket I had hidden under the bed was gone.